I was just practicing by myself one night and I had a deep realization. A very important lesson that I learned throughout this journey that has benefited me in playing pool is taking a step back. Taking a step back when you don't know your direction or when you just feel overwhelmed. I was just practicing throwing the balls on the table and just running the balls out in order. And for some reason, I just kept on missing. I'd even set up myself some easy shots with simple angles that will make it easier for me to position for the next ball, but for some reason, I just could not pot them all. I got frustrated and just kept taking the balls out as soon as I missed, just so I could run all the balls on the table, and I kept failing and failing. This has caused me to rush my shots, and I could not get past, running out 2 to 3 balls. And I was doing this for at least 30 minutes, just getting frustrated. Then, ding, 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 ding. I heard a voice inside my head that says, "Hey, sit down for a little bit. Just breathe, man. You're doing too much. You're rushing your shots, and just chill." And then, every thought just started rushing in. Oh, that's right. I've just been on just go, go, go mode. Oh, I keep rushing easy shots just because they're easy. I should have looked at the next shot and see which angle to take. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm getting frustrated. And when that bell rang, I took a break. I took a seat and I got on my phone. I forgot what I was doing, probably scrolling through Instagram or watching people talk about their own experiences and just, advice and life stuff. The first rack that I tried to run out after that break, I ran them all out with no mistakes. I pocketed the balls where I wanted them to go. Now, of course, in certain cases, even after you take a break, you would still not be able to play as well, but just being able to have that clear thoughts and have that reset was the biggest thing. After that, I started to think clearly. It was like I released everything that I was thinking about, and I was just thinking about how I'm going to run the balls out, which is crazy because prior to that break time, I really had a lot on my mind. Why am I not running out these balls? Or, you suck, you play all the time and you're not getting better. No, you don't suck, just breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might think that's weird, but I literally talk to myself, and I advise you guys to do the same. Relating that to quote unquote real life. When you got so much things going on in your life, you spilled your coffee, forgot your lunchbox, car broke down, your mom's going through stuff and it's affecting you. You guys get the gist. All those stuff. And man, sometimes life can get so overwhelming. And just off the top of my head, the most overwhelming that I ever felt this year, if not my whole life, is when I, went to TDY at Keesler, for a whole month for my job. I mean, long story short, I talked about this in my other video. That was my first time being by myself. That was my first time living on my own. I've always lived with my family and my parents, and man, that was just a lot for me. The first day, I thought my body was gonna explode, and I just took a step back, sat down on the couch, and took deep breaths and talked to myself, saying that everybody goes through stuff, and you're finally becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, based on those standards, at least. Having your own place and actually cooking and doing all your laundry. I'm not saying like my mom does my laundry, but like just everything, man. I had to do everything. I had to think about just so that I can survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, while I'm living here with my parents, like, I know there's gonna be food, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they cook, and I just had to worry about personal stuff, and it was just everything was on me. Pretty much everything was on me, and yeah. So, and after I took a deep breath. When I sat down and sat on the couch and thought about what I needed to do, I was good because I took a step back and actually assessed the situation. Because us humans, we're always on the go, and taking a step back is necessary throughout the journey. everybody gets shit thrown at them. Everybody goes through something. And yes, some people have it harder than others. And it's quite important to keep that in mind, because you might see someone who has it harder than you, but they seem to face their issues, and it seems like their hardships did not, put them down. Instead they kept fighting it, they kept moving up, and they faced their issues, and it just, hopefully motivates you to face yours harder, since your hardships are easier. And at the moment where a lot of things are thrown your way, don't run away. Just step back, assess the situation, and keep going. And always be limitless. Onbetty. Peace.
Produce, mix, master, engineer.